What's up, guys? So today, and this video is part of Vlogmas. It's just gonna be a story time video. It's my first story time, and at first I didn't want to do it just because I'm not gonna lie, I didn't want y'all to judge me because this story is like kind of like, okay, Patricia, what's really going on? But I really wanted to be real with my subscribers that are following me, and just be real on my channel. So I'm gonna tell y'all this story, but we gotta like pinky promise that y'all not gonna judge me. So okay, so it's a good one too. So if y'all need a drink, this ain't no drink, it's just a smoothie. But if y'all need something, go ahead and get it. But so this story is about a guy. I was involved with this guy on and off for like 6 years, because I met him when I was 16 and I'm now 22. So 6 years. Wait. Because we stopped. So I mean, yeah, whatever. I feel like the bulk of our relationship was like in the 4 or 5 years. Not really much this year because I'm kind of just like, but whatever. So anyway, we're gonna say, well, when this situation happened, it had been 4 years. So we're gonna say 4 years. And so basically I had met him when I was in high school. We didn't go to the same high school. I went to Rowlett. He went to Lakeview, but we met at a party. And, God he really be trying to like come through. And I just ignore him because I remember me and him, we were all on each other like the whole night, like dance after dance. Like we was just together the whole night at that party. And I remember like that Monday I went back to school and everybody was like, I seen you. And so his name is going to be David. That's not his name, but we just gonna use that. But they were like, yeah, like I saw you and so David dancing, like, don't talk to him, he's this, he's that, basically saying like, he's the H word, he gets around. And this girl's bothering me. And, of course I didn't listen because, I thought he was cute and he was tall. He had a six-pack. He played basketball. Like, I was just like, no, I want to keep talking to him. And, I'll go, towards the end of the story, I'll tell y'all why I was like that. But I'll go ahead and tell y'all now, I had a really bad self-confidence. Like, I had no self-confidence in myself. So that's basically kind of why I was just like, no, I want to keep talking to him. Like, what if nobody cute ever talks to me like this ever again? Like, no. So basically after that we kept talking years after years. We were never seriously ever in a relationship. Within those years we were never seriously in a relationship. It was just like talking, our generation type stuff. So basically I started falling in love with him, and by the time I hit college I was like, yeah, this is my man. Like, So, and towards, like, even within those years, like, so many things happened between us. Like, there's this one time, like, I'm just a very ride or die type of person. And honestly, I've gotten out, I'm sorry, guys, I really need to feel, so I keep trying to hide my fingers, but I'm just gonna let it show because we're gonna be real today. But yeah, like, I was a very ride or die type person. And honestly, you don't need to do that. If that's not your you don't need to do that. And I was just doing it for him. Like, I remember one time he said he needed money. Till this day, I don't even know what the money was for, but he came to my job and took my check. I was just like, yeah, like, here you go, because I really think he needed it. I'm quite sure it was for some shoes, but, whatever. But that was the type of girl I was. I was just like, you need money, all right, cool, I just got my check, like, come get it. Like, that's just how I was. So, and he never really did anything for me. But I was just always, I don't know, I just always did everything for him. Like, whenever he wanted to see me, I made sure I was available. Whenever he needed anything, I made sure I was available. And especially when he went off to college, it was either Michigan or Minnesota. I always forget. It's something with the M. I think it's Michigan. When he went to Michigan, like, every time he came home, I made sure, like, he was taken care of, like, every single time. I just made sure, like, everything was good with him. And he was on and off with other people, and I never got myself out of this situation because I was just like, I really like him. Like, and it's like, in my head, I was just like, I'm his main girl, but he has side chicks, which kind of was the situation. I was like his main girl, but he had side chicks, but that's not okay. You shouldn't be happy. You shouldn't settle for that. But at that time I did. So I knew that he was smashing other girls and all this other stuff. And I don't know, I was just like, you're an idiot. Like, look at me. Like, I don't understand you. So I guess that's kind of the bulk of what happened in those years. So this happened, it was summer of some year, I don't remember, but it was like 4 years within it. And I just guess I just had enough. So this is the actual story. So my friend, my homegirl calls me up and she's like, it was like her boyfriend had came into town and they wanted some, we gonna call it good stuff. So I was like, okay, well, let me call up David. He knows where to get it. So at this time, I was at the Allen Outlets. It was my best friend BC and my mama. And I call him and I'm like, hey, like my friend wants some good stuff. Can I, can you give me the dude's number? He was like, I'm not gonna give you the dude's number. I was like, why? He was like, I'm not gonna give you the dude's number. You need to come here or something like that. It was just like, he needs to come with me. I don't need no escort. Like that's what I always argue. Like I'm just like no, I don't always argue, but with him, he's an idiot. Well, he was an idiot then. I was just like I don't need no escort. Like give me the number. He was like no, like and no, I had to come with you. So I was like all right, well I'm in Allen, and he was like well if you can't come now, don't come. What are you doing? What do you mean I can't come? He was like, you can't come. Like, you need to come now. I was like, well, I gotta go drop my mama off. She's not gonna come with us. Like, I gotta go do all this other stuff. Like, and I'm all the way in Allen. He was like, well, don't come then. So I kept asking him, like, what? He was like, I gotta go somewhere with my mama. After 4 years, I knew when he was lying, and he was lying. I was like, you ain't got nowhere to go with your mama. So he was like, well, don't come till I call you. I was like, all right, I'm gonna go now. Like, who you? So I go and drop my mama off, and me and BC, we go to his apartment. So we were trying to be spies, and I don't know why. It's like he's seen my mom's car before, but I thought that he wouldn't know. I don't know. I'm weird. So I took the, like, to protect the, what's it called? Them screen protector things. I don't remember what, the visor, I think. I don't know. But I put that on the shield of my mom's car, the little silver thing. Like, he don't know what my mom's car looked like. And I put that there. And even still, like, we supposed to be on a stakeout. Me and my best friend was cutting up the whole time. Like, we was talking, laughing. And then he, like, called me. He was like, where you at? So I was like, oh, crap. I don't want him to think that I was here already. So I pull off and I go up to the gas station on the street. And I'm like, oh, I'm at the gas station. I'm about to be there. He was like, all right. I ain't think nothing of it. I just thought he was saying, all right. So I pull up or whatever, and he gets in the car. We go make the run. And the whole entire time, me and my best friend are being childish, and we're playing, like, Drake Take a Shot for Me and saying all this stuff. Like, sometimes guys just be taking advantage of, like, they don't understand, you this, you everything. Like, we just be really childish. But anyway, so he kind of knew something was up. So anyway, we get back to his apartment, and I was just like, you know what? I'm going to have to say, y'all, this side is really bothering me. It's the curls. I didn't sleep with flexi rods on last night. I kept this curl from yesterday, and I put my head in a pineapple, and this side just did not like it. The top part didn't like it. But anyway, so I was just like, I'm going to let him have it. So he gets out the car, and I get out the car too, and I was like, we need to talk. And he was like, man, like, he already knew. So he was like, man, like, what we need to talk about? I was just like, at first I wasn't yelling. I was just like, I just don't understand our situation. Like, you sitting over here, like, you got a good girl in front of you that does everything for you, but yet you still smashing all these other girls. He interrupted me. He was like, smashing all these other girls? What? So the girl you saw me with, I smashed her too? Let me say that one more time just in case y'all didn't get it.
So the girl you saw me with, I smashed her too?
Basically, if y'all don't understand, he told on himself. So he wasn't with his mama, he was with a girl. He saw me, like, that's why he said, oh, all right, when I said I was at the gas station, he was being sarcastic, because he already knew I had been to his house. He thought that I had seen him and that girl. If I would have seen, like, come on now, like, it would have been a wrap. I would have jumped up the car, like, ready to fight everybody. Like, come on now. If I really would have seen you with another girl, you really think I would have stayed in the car? Like, come on. But anyway, so he told on himself, and that's kind of where everything just went crazy. I was like, like just yelling, and I'm cussing him out, and I'm just like, you be smashing all these other B's and H's, and you got a good ass girl in front of you. F you ain't this, you ain't that, you trash. Did it? And like, mind you, we're in an apartment complex in Dallas. Like, we looked so rats, like straight out of Baby Boy, man. Like, I remember there was this white man looking at us. He was just watching the whole thing. Like, we looked so, like, I'm sorry, guys. Like, and just disclaimer, I have changed, y'all. I've changed. But anyway, so I'm yelling at him, going off of him, all this stuff, whatever. And I remember we were standing in front of each other. He turned around, started walking. My pet peeve is when people hang up on me. Like, don't hang up on me. That's so disrespectful. That's so rude. Like, no, boo-boo, don't do it. So he turns around, and I was like, I don't know, like, I guess all that built up madness just, like, my camera don't want me to be great, but that's what I was saying. Yeah, built up anger, basically. I'm 5'3", he's like 5'11", 6. So I don't know. He turned around and I just saw black. So I put my hand on his shoulder and I started hitting him. Like, I jumped up over him. So he bent over and I jumped up and I just started hitting him like this. I was like, like hitting him, and I'm like, you ain't, just going off. And he started laughing like it was funny. So I was like, it's funny. So I started pounding him and I'm like, and so then I guess I hit him in his eye. He was like, oh, she's serious. So he stands up and he like grabs me like right here. So like I'm like trying to hit him like this, and I'm like kicking him, and I'm like, you ain't ish, da 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 da. And y'all, like, we looked so crazy and I changed, y'all. So anyway, that's going on. And back to where my best friend was. My best friend, like, because when we were arguing, we were walking, and my mom's car was on the other side, and my best friend was in the car. So I guess she had, like, best friend senses, and she pulls up my mom's car, and she, like, get off of her, da-da-da-da-da-da, and he, like, backs me up into the passenger side of the car, because it was, like, like, there's the door, and then there's, like, that mirror, not rear view mirror, I don't know what it's called, but your mirror. So I'm in that corner, and I'm still, like, trying to hit him, and I'm yelling at him. And so he, like, lets go of me. And when dudes finna fight, they, like, pull up their pants and, like, do this. He did that to me. And he was like, touch me one more time. Touch me. And I was like, I ain't stupid. But I just keep going off. I was like, you gotta hit me. And yeah, like, so this is basically the end of the story. That's what happened. Because his friend had pulled up, so he got in the car with his friend, and I got in my car and drove off. And there is something that I am leaving out, but that's just because this story was really intense, y'all, and it's just too much. But even after that, and I don't promote violence, and of course I don't promote men beating females, but I don't promote females beating men. And sometimes we do take advantage of it. And I can say, because I did it, like, I took advantage of it. I was like, you're not going to hit me, so I'm going to hit you. So it's just like, no, like, don't do that. Like, men violence is real. Like, women against men violence is real. I think that's how you say it. So, I don't promote it. I really am sorry. Like, I really do truly apologize for putting my hands on him and everything else that happened that day. So nobody deserves to get beat. I was mad, I was hurt. He did a lot of stuff to hurt my heart, but nobody deserves to get beat. So, and it's not like I didn't like give him a black eye or anything. It was probably like his baby sister trying to hit him because he's tall. So this is basically the end of the story, because first off, my camera won't let me be great and it keeps shutting off. But yeah, that's basically it. He got in the car with his friend because his friend had pulled up, and I got in the car, and me and my best friend went home, and he was mad the next day, but we were still, even after the whole entire situation, like, why is it wet right there? We still kicked it. Like, I literally just seen him 2 weeks ago, but it's not like that, guys. I've learned from my mistakes. Like, we are still friends, and we can be around each other, and know that nothing is gonna happen. So, but I did want to take the time out just to make sure you know your worth. Like, it was so hard for me to understand that, and I honestly am working on it. Because I'm not gonna lie, if I was to sit here and say that I'm completely over him and I didn't love him and stuff, like, I would be lying. But I need to learn my worth, and I need to get myself together. So right now I'm just focusing on my relationship with God and my relationship with myself, and just making sure that I'm good before I can get back into a relationship. And it will not be with him, because our situation was very it was just very, very toxic, and I just don't want to go back to that. I can't put myself in that situation. And to all my girls that have friends that are going through that, I mean, all I can say is be there for your friend. Like, I know it's hard to see your best friend cry or to struggle and go through the situation, but all I can say is just have patience, because like, even like my good best friend, she got mad at me one time, called me, it was either dumb or stupid, I forgot. It was like, you're a stupid girl, you're the dumb girl. Like, she was mad, and she got into a relationship with somebody, and they broke it off for a situation, or for a reason, and she still kind of tried to still keep something happening. And I was telling her, like, why would you do that? When you seen me go through this, why would you do that? And she was like, you had your mistakes, I need to have mine. But it's like, you were the same person that told me I was done. So it's just like, taken from that, it's just like, truly, like, you're never going to understand until you get into the situation. You're just not. You could tell your friend, don't do it, all this other stuff, but if that's what she wants to do, she's going to do it, and she's going to have to learn the hard way. And all you can do is just really, truly be there for your friend. Please don't judge me. I'm done. I've learned my lesson. I've never put my hands, well, there's this one dude at school, but he had tried to, like, come for, like, one of my friends. So I had to, like, swing on him real quick. I'm just playing. But yeah, don't do violence. Violence is bad. And, just really learn. Ladies, please know your worth. Like, I can't stress that, because I've been through so much. Like, if you think this is something, this ain't nothing to what I've been through. Like, I've been through so much to only be 22 years old. And, everything is a learning experience. Everything is growth. So just keep learning. Just keep taking your messages from God little by little. Like, even if you don't understand them, you eventually will. Because I don't understand them now, but then something will happen. I'm like, God, was that you? So yeah, guys, but this is the end of the story. Thanks for watching. If you made it to the end, go ahead and like this video since you made it to the end. And of course, like, comment, subscribe, and I will talk to you guys soon. Thanks. Bye.
I can't help but fantasize about what you've done.